University of Michigan. He founded the non-profit SF Community Power in 2001 with the aim of closing polluting power plants and help working families and small businesses better manage their energy use. Steve is the publisher-editor of the Potrero Review since 2006. He's also a lecturer on public policy at Mills College, San Francisco State, and San Quentin Prison's college program. Steve is a policy analyst and budget expert for public and private clients for the past 25 years. Steve.
Thank you, Keith, and hello to my neighbors wherever they be in the district. I'm probably the candidate who has more of a record than any other candidate, and I don't just mean at San Quentin where I did teach economics for a semester. I published the Potrero Review, and I've probably written 60 commentaries over the last 5 years or so. I'm a KQED perspective commentary for the last 10 years, and I've probably written 200 commentaries. So you kind of can know where I'm coming from by reading and hearing what I've said, but more than that, I've actually walked my talk. As you know, I started San Francisco Community Power about the time my daughter was in my wife's stomach, and it was a closed polluting power plant. And along the way, we've trained dozens of folks in District 10, been in thousands of houses in District 10, providing toilets, lighting, refrigerators, working with small businesses and improving their energy and water management. So I'm not just a talker, and I'm not just a writer, I'm actually kind of a doer. And I want to prove that to you in this campaign as well. I announced that I was running for this position here at the Democratic Party Club, I think in September as well, maybe October. And I intend to run in a way that's fully engaged in the democratic process. And that's why I'm very proud to say that I believe I will be one of the only candidates to collect 1,000 signatures to get my name on the ballot. And I collected those signatures myself and with my volunteers, some of them whom are in this room, and I really appreciate their help with that, by knocking on doors everywhere in District 10. I knocked on doors in Sunnydale, I knocked on doors in Bayview, I knocked on doors here, some of you see me knocking on your doors. I have been throughout the district, and I really hear the same message when I knock on those doors. In this city, get back to work. We live in the best city in the world. Why is it we can't educate our children? Why is it we can't have our streets clean? Why is it we can't get jobs for our kids? Why is it we can't? Why is it we can't? And my answer is, just like Obama, we can. District 10 is not the problem. District 10 is the solution. So I hope you'll join me in solving our problem.
Thank you. Thank you, Steve. Our next candidate is Eric Smith. Eric is a professional musician, a recording engineer, and a digital media specialist for 20 years. He was raised in Washington, D.C. and attended the Corcoran School of Art there. Eric is the Executive Director of Green Depot, an environmental justice nonprofit. He serves on the boards of the Biofuel Recycling Cooperative and Literacy for Environmental Justice. Eric is also the Vice Chair of the SF Biodiesel Access Task Force, a member of the Mission-Based Citizens Advisory Committee, and a former Hunters Point Shipyard Restoration Advisory Board member. He's the co-founder, webmaster, and arts and entertainment editor of the online daily Beyond Cron. Eric, please.
Thank you, Keith, and thank you everyone for being here tonight. This would be a great panel. This campaign is about the future of District 10, and it's about the future of San Francisco. In about 10 years' time, we'll see thousands of people in our community, and we have a lot of challenges there. We're going to see building development, we're going to have transportation issues, and you're going to need a supervisor that understands how that all works. Now, we've got some problems here that we have to address. We've got schools that are being closed, we're losing teachers, we're losing principals. We have affordable housing issues that we absolutely have to address. And one of the ways to get out of this is through jobs, is through bringing up the folks that need help the most. It's about rebuilding the middle class here in San Francisco, particularly in District 10. All of the ills we have, the environmental justice issues, all those things can be traced to education, to folks that don't have. My campaign and my candidacy is about lifting uplifting those folks that don't have the kind of opportunities that many of us in this room have. It's about rebuilding the middle class. It's about turning folks into great community workers, empowering them, and rebuilding them with the assets we have right here. There's plenty of opportunity here in District 10, as Steve and others have said, and I believe I'm the candidate best suited to do that. Thank you, and I look forward to the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Our next candidate is Lynette Sweet. Lynette has a BA from UC Berkeley, a 22-year career as a banker, and Lynette was born and raised in District 10. She was appointed to the San Francisco Redevelopment Commission in 1996 and elected chairperson in 1998. She was elected to the San Francisco Taxi Commission in 2000 and elected president in 2001. Lynette was elected to the Bar Board of Directors in 2004, becoming president in 2006. She is the current chair of BART's Finance, Budget and Internal Audit Committee. Lynette serves on the Board of Directors of the YMCA and the Providence Foundation, a religious educational organization. Thank you, Lynette.
Good evening. My name is Lynette Sweet, and I am running for the Board of Supervisors in District 10. I heard one of the other candidates already say that they walk the talk. Let me just tell you this. I didn't know what that meant until I got into this race. We had some issues out in District 10 concerning violence with the Asian and Black children, well, violence. And I wanted to understand it better, so I decided to host a youth forum at Philip and Halliburton High School. Doing that allowed me to hear from them, but doing that also allowed them to talk to me. They talked to me about their problems and what they were looking for. What they were looking for was an opportunity to work. My campaign this summer turned into a sweet summer job program. What I did, I thought it was going to be easy. We found 10 jobs at first. Calling my contacts, we got 10 that went into 30, that went into 50. Now I'm telling you this tonight because what's important is that you find somebody to do this job that actually wants to be results-oriented. You find somebody to do this job who doesn't need to be elected to do it. You find somebody who's dedicated enough to put their contacts out there to get children working. I tell you this because we have a lot of great candidates who are in this race. And I may not be everybody's first choice, but I'm hoping I'm your second because guess what? I can get the job done, and I'm walking the talk right now. There's a lot more my campaign is doing, but in the next 30 seconds, I can't get that out to you. Hopefully before this night is over, I'll be able to let you know all the other things we're doing. But again, walking the talk. I'm doing it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynette. And the final candidate we're going to hear from tonight is Stephen Weber. Stephen's a native San Franciscan. He has a BS in Business Management from the University of Phoenix, a law degree from San Francisco Law School, both of which he obtained